Welcome to the channel. Please consider subscribing. I produce videos daily covering a wide variety of cloud topics with focus on networking. Today we're going to analyze a critical architectural decision for implementing Google Cloud Platform IAM across multiple departments. Let me read the complete question and all four answer options so we all understand what we're solving for. An organization wants to utilize GCP to manage resources for key departments: finance, research, technology, and sales. The architect needs a solution that separates duties when assigning permissions while ensuring the principle of least privilege. We have four different approaches to consider, each with its own trade-offs. Let's examine each one carefully to determine which provides the most effective and scalable solution. Understanding the requirements. Before we dive into the answer options, let's break down what we're really looking for here. We have four distinct departments, each with their own unique needs and security requirements. The key requirements are separation of duties, meaning finance shouldn't access research resources, and vice versa. We also need to follow the principle of least privilege, giving users only the permissions they absolutely need. Finally, the solution must be scalable. As the organization grows, we should be able to easily add new departments, teams, and users without major architectural changes. Option 1. Google Groups with folders. Let's examine our first option. Using Google Groups to represent departments, with folders for each department and custom IAM roles assigned at the folder level. This approach leverages Google's organizational hierarchy. You'd create a folder for finance, another for research, and so on. Then you'd create Google Groups like finance users and research users, and assign IAM roles to these groups at the folder level. While this seems logical at first, there are some limitations we need to consider. Let me walk you through the pros and cons of this approach. Option 2. Projects with individual user roles. The second option suggests creating separate projects for each department and assigning custom IAM roles directly to individual users at the project level. This means you'd have a finance project, a research project, and so on. Each user would get their permissions assigned directly to them within their department's project. While projects do provide good isolation, assigning roles to individual users creates a management nightmare. Imagine having to manually update permissions for hundreds of users. This approach doesn't scale well and is prone to human error. Option 3. Google Groups with predefined roles. Option 3 combines Google Groups with folders, but suggests using predefined IAM roles instead of custom ones. Predefined roles like editor, viewer, or owner are convenient because Google maintains them. However, they often grant more permissions than needed, violating our principle of least privilege. For example, the editor role might give finance users the ability to modify resources they should only read. This broad permission model increases security risks. Option 4. The recommended solution. Finally, we have option 4. Projects for different departments with predefined IAM roles assigned to Google Groups at the project level. This combines the best of several approaches. Projects provide strong isolation between departments. Google Groups make user management scalable. Add a user to a group, and they automatically get the right permissions. While it mentions predefined roles, in practice, you can start with predefined roles and create custom roles as needed. The key insight is using projects for isolation and groups for scalability. Architectural deep dive. Let me show you how this architecture would actually look in practice. We create a project hierarchy where each department has its own project with clearly defined boundaries. Within each project, we use Google Groups to represent different roles, like finance analysts, finance admins, and finance viewers. These groups are then assigned appropriate IAM roles at the project level. This creates a clean, scalable structure. When a new employee joins finance, you simply add them to the appropriate group. When they change roles or leave, you just update their group membership. Comparing all options. Now let's put all four options side by side and compare them across key criteria like security, scalability, and management overhead. you'll see that option 4 consistently scores highest across all dimensions. It provides the best balance of security through project isolation, scalability through group management, and flexibility to implement custom roles as needed. The table on this slide makes it clear why option 4 is the recommended approach for most enterprise scenarios. Best practices implementation. If you choose option 4, here are the key implementation steps and best practices to follow. First, establish a clear project naming convention like Company Finance Prod or Company Research Dev. Create Google Groups following a similar pattern. Finance Prod admins. Start with predefined roles where they fit, but don't hesitate to create custom roles for specific needs. Document all custom roles thoroughly and review them regularly to ensure they still meet the principle of least privilege. Conclusion and key takeaways. To summarize, option 4, using projects for departments with Google Groups for user management, provides the most effective and scalable solution for this scenario. It balances security through project isolation, scalability through group-based management, and flexibility to implement both predefined and custom roles as needed. Remember, the best IAM architecture is one that grows with your organization while maintaining security and compliance. Thank you for joining me for this analysis. Thank you for your attendance. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate your subscription in advance. Thank you.